Okay, let's talk a little Copper Mountain in Colorado. Big mountain skiing keeps going on. So we're going to go through the usual. We'll start by talking about the distance from Denver. So here's a nice map. Hour 33 minutes. Of course, assuming no traffic, which is never going to happen, but unless you're going real early in the morning, or I mean, really, really early in the morning, or at some odd time of the day on 70. But it's actually not that far. See, 98.5 miles. It's one of the things you got to compare if you're trying to decide, should I go to Utah or should I go to Colorado? There's pros and cons to both. Going to Colorado, you have to drive on 70. You never know when you're not going to be able to drive due to winter conditions. Utah, you're right next to the mountains. So it's easier access, but it's easy access for everybody. And the roads can get really jammed up. And then they can also close too. So always tough decisions. But here we are, Copper Mountain. It's past Breckenridge, past Keystone, not quite where Vail is yet. So if you're driving to Vail, you'll pass it on your left. All right. So it looks like they also have bus transportation, which is nice. If you decide not to drive, then you can do that. All right, let's take a look at this is their website, which of course I'll post. Copper has a lot of professional ski trainers. So you'll see them over there, especially early season, right? You also have, here's the men's race being advertised. There's also freestyle competitions like the US Grand Prix, December 17th through 20th, which is just passed. Yes. So you get a lot of cool events there, and they have some huge, huge, huge train park. So if you're really into that, that's your place to go. All right. So let's take a look at the map. The main map. All right. This is the view of Copper. Again, it's a huge, huge mountain. Look at the 12,421 feet. So you're up there pretty high if you go all the way to the top. There are these two areas. Well, actually, there's three or four different areas that you can go by. So I've never skied on the east side, so unfortunately, I cannot. I mean, it's a huge mountain. You find a place you want to go and you just go when you spend time there. Usually, in my experience, I'll park somewhere like right here. I haven't had to park out here. You can take a bus from either of these locations. Parking here, as far as I know, is free. If it hasn't changed, it's free. Once you get in close, you have to pay for parking. So, I mean, if you prefer that, you can pay for parking, but I'd usually rather not pay for parking, so I'd park out here, and then you can actually walk through the village, and the village is spectacular. It's another one of these kind of popped up villages like they have at Vail. That's not real. I mean, it is real. Obviously, people work there, and so, but it's made for skiing. You see that at Winter Park as well, and Vail, Keystone, places like that, versus say at Breckenridge, where you have a real town. But I tend to go to the center village, and from there, I'll talk about the village in a moment. I like to go up the American Flyer. That's generally how I start. There's American Flyer. Nice lift takes you up to an area where you can choose all kinds of different runs. Like if you want a warm-up run on Soliloquy, right? That's a nice long green run. You can then go from Soliloquy, you can go up Timberline Express and ski somewhere around here. Any of these areas here, Moz, American Flyer. American Flyer is a beauty. These are like awesome runs. I think I've skied everywhere around here. If you're a beginner, I swear you have the best beginner area I've ever seen in any mountain anywhere. And it's this area right here, right? So this is West Village. Oh my God. And you got beautiful places to eat as well. But this area is spectacular. I mean, you're a beginner, you can ski through trees. I mean, it's just this piper in the background making noise. So you can do all kinds of fun things here as a beginner, right? You can have that real Western experience, real ski experience. Sometimes I like to go down to the rendezvous lift, right? or the Sierra lift. Well, I'll talk more about those in a little bit. The rendezvous lift that takes you up here. There's this, if you want it to feel like you're in a, like one of the a ski movie and you're like somewhere up above tree line, get up the rendezvous lift and go down Wheeler Creek. I remember posting a video on this years ago and people saying, well, is that really a green? That can't be a green. It was a green. It's amazing, right? I remember it was really windy that day, so they were on hold for a bit, but then we got up there. Another thing you can do from here is you can go catch this blackjack lift. So that's where I went here. Catch the blackjack lift, and from there you got Rattler, which is it's a black, but it's nothing hard. Alicante, none of these are really hard. They're just steeper, but they're not hard runs. Go down to Colorado Boulevard. You can lap here. You can also go up Mountain Chief. Then again you have some not so bad runs, and you can go off on the other side too, right? I would just warn you that Three Bears only let me shrink this a little bit. It only services these extreme runs, and there's like one black, single black summit stash here. So if you're just don't jump on any lift without knowing where you're going, so you don't get put yourself in a difficult situation. Yeah, so this is really cool, right? I my favorite thing that we ever did at Copper was, see if I can find that exactly where we went. Yeah, we took this is my son and I. We took the Sierra. I have a video that I guess I'll put that here. Took the Sierra lift. And you get up really high here. And you can actually go up higher. There's a little tow bar that'll take you up even higher. It's not nothing. It wasn't anything really hard in my view. It was kind of not so bad to ski in that area. But then go down through this area. We went down to Gold Digger. This was all heavy moguls, ungroomed, but sometimes the way these mountains are up in these big bowlish type areas, it's as if nature grooms them itself. The wind and everything just flattened things out for you. That was nice. And then went down Gold Digger. Gold Digger was all moguls. That was fun for me. As I'm not a proficient mogul skier, but that was fun. It was like 3 or 4 years ago, I think, when we went there. Maybe 3 years ago. And went down Gold Digger. The nice thing is that it links up with Soliloquy. Then you can do whatever you want from there. So I think we did that one twice. I actually love that. The entrance, everything has this magnificent feeling like you're skiing in one of those beautiful ski movies that you see on TV, or when you watch like Warren Miller films. Now let's talk about prices. All right. So again, it's not going to be a cheap one, but it's cheaper than the Vail resorts. And this is, by the way, on Icon, right? It is on Icon. So before let me actually show this first. So like if you were to go today, it's 274, still a weekend. It goes down to 244. Christmas week is always generally more expensive, but not so bad if you buy early. Look at that, 224. So you want to buy early and not get caught buying tickets late. That's for adult tickets. For kids, 5 to 12. It's a little bit cheaper, right? Almost $100 cheaper, right? And then for, what's this? If you have little tykes, $0. You shouldn't be charging little kids anyway. If we compare that to Vail, I got Vail up here, Vail. So Vail today is, look, $335, almost $100 more. Now again, if you go out, further, it'll be cheaper, like say to this Wednesday, December 24th, Christmas Eve. Let's see what their prices are. You save a little money, but it's still much more expensive. It'll probably be more crowded. I've been to Copper twice, and I've never really had to deal with any massive crowds. Again, I went on spring break during the spring break season because I teach, and that's when I'm able to go. It wasn't that bad compared to Vail. If you have an Icon pass, look at that, unlimited access to 14 destinations, Copper Mountain. So it's certainly worth buying the Icon Pass. And that you also have Winter Park. I mean, look at that, unlimited access, no restrictions, huh? And some places you have restrictions, but unlimited access. Solitude in Utah, this is awesome. All right, so that's one reason you should think about buying these passes. So it's an Icon Pass mountain. So I could go there as many days as I want. Let's take a look at the village itself. So I just try to pull up a picture. Sometimes I have a hard time finding pictures of the village the way I want to see it. So I have these little pictures here. The village itself is, I mean, if you have somebody who's not skiing or snowboarding, you can just go have fun at the village. It's cute. Like I said, it's kind of like a made up type village, but it is a nice one. It has kind of has a very relaxed vibe, almost a hippie-ish vibe, kind of like a Basin, or maybe you could call it like a punkish type vibe because of all the snowboarders and all the, the free skiers who are there. But it's a big village, and you can spend a lot of time just shopping through there and having a good time. All right, so that's my review of Copper Mountain. Well worth a visit. If you have Icon, you should definitely go there. You'll be impressed. You can park, you can do everything you want, have fun with your family, friends, good eats, good everything. All right, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so I can make more videos like this.